Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting and amazing Propagandacast from me, your host, Imperial Dane, the one, the only master of propaganda. Heroes like defender of the fatherland, off here to a 1v1 on Faymonville Approach in the east. That is Acehiro, fighting for the Red Army, the Soviet Union. Commander Stalin here with the 8th Guards Mechanized Corps, with guard motor coordination tactics with T-35s, heavy mortars, Guards Rifle Infantry, vehicle crew repair training, and marked vehicle in the north. It is IKustirik, fighting for the Wehrmacht, Germany, Deutschland, here with the 7th Panzer Division with encirclement. Oh my, Jaeger Infantry and Spearhead, with triple infantry bulletins. Double Grenadier start here versus double engineer and conscript start phase 0. Also, as always, a very big thanks to my page supporters, these champions and heroes, who without them, this episode and so many others would not be possible. You too can join the ranks by pledging on Patreon, or you can donate via PayPal. Links in the video description. Every dollar helps me out a ton. And I should comment, like, share, subscribe, press the bell button as the engagement opens up. Helps me out a bunch of getting the video out to more people. So, off to a start here with more comfortable weather for Acehiro, heading southwards and northwards. That's kind of aggressive there for IKustirik. Crucially, it also means his troops can't need to support each other, which, as the Wehrmacht, is effectively very important in the early game. So, definitely an unusual opening here for the Wehrmacht player in some ways. We'll, of course, have to see with his leads. Engineers be the wire there by the fuel point. Attempted to do like than sandbags. Got more grenadiers around here for IKustirik around the centre. 3rd Grenadier Squad there for IKustirik, and the Germans, the 7th Panzer Division, also known as the Ghost Division, due to how when in France with Rommel, it rather tended to range ahead so far that the rest of the German High Command couldn't quite keep track of it. 3rd Grenadier Squad there, no machine guns or anything else there for IKustirik. Pioneers, charging engineers here, most of the guns versus the MP40 submachine gun. Closing as well as up to the Pioneers, as the MP40s do pack a bit of a punch here, and we got more conscripts there for Acehiro. Probably going to be the double engineer triple conscript build, which is very typical of Soviet players. We'll then rely otherwise on guardsmen and maybe a heavy mortar. Pioneers being pushed back by the conscripts as Acehiro quickly deflects for that. Up south, or down south, the Grenadiers pushing further ahead. There are more skirmishes around here. 2 Grenadiers versus 1 conscript here. This time leveraging his forces more efficiently here versus Acehiro. Is he planning a sniper here, or is he just too caught up in the front line fighting? We'll have to see what he's planning there. And we got a mortar? Alright. That's definitely not your typical Wehrmacht build order, by the way. Like, triple grenadiers, machine gun short, triple grenadiers, mortar? I'm not actually sure I've seen that before. Like, in all of my years of, casting and playing Companies 2, I don't think I've seen this much, if at all, like maybe once or twice, but like this is very rare from IKustirik. It's highly unusual in terms of like build orders. Whether or not this is good, of course, is another thing, but it's definitely unique. We got the mortar bring up to support the troops there. Mortar firing down the conscripts, everything to snuff them out. And I imagine Acehiro is definitely a bit surprised at that. Comrade, what is it? They're firing mortars at us. Mortars, not machine guns, mortars. You can't be right, you must be drunk. Niet, comrade, mortars. Oh, I'm gonna take away your vodka ration. Niet, comrade. Anything but that. But yeah, flamethrowers up there, quick merch there, thumbs up to Acehiro. Gunny's repositioning a bit here. Mortar there, light bit of damage, comes from about here. Grenadiers bringing in that as well. No light machine guns, of course, but he can go for them, indicating he's taken up. We got Panzer Grenadier here for IKustirik, very good, thumbs up. No sign yet of the commander. Part of me hopes to go for encirclement, definitely one of my favourites personally, but he could also go for Jaeger Infantry. Rifle Grenadier against the conscripts, forcing the way there, bit of damage. Engineers flanking up behind the Grenadiers, but they are exposed them to damage. Of course, got the mortar looking to snuff out some more Soviet infantry. There we go, bit of a hit, though no wipes. They can always change quickly. Panzer Grenadier Escort, they're ready for IKustirik and the German army here, the 7th Panzer Division. So there you go, some hardened Panzer Grenadier here. Meanwhile, concentrating the Grenadiers here as the 8th Guards Mechanized Corps there pushes onwards for the Red Army. They're tasked to clear a way here through the German lines, somewhere in the western Ukraine possibly. Cons pushing forwards here. Panzer going southwards. Cons they're laying down sandbags. Mortar they need to be careful. Chinese are being routed. Like to make a nice company for IKustirik, and there you go. Conscripts caught by the Panzergrenadier. Damage inflicted on the heavy base. There you go, forcing a rout there. Very good. Mortar being pursued by the infantry. We need to retreat that. He might be hoping to bait them into the Panzergrenadiers and then let the Panzers, fight off while the mortar grabs the point. I think that's exactly what he's doing there. Bit risky there, but of course it works out. It works out. We'll have to see the follow-up. So next we got the like to make a nice company for IKustirik. Troops reinforcing. Grenadiers there. Can call in the guardsmen here. I imagine he's going to do that here versus the Panzergrenadiers in particular, since its conscripts are not particularly well suited to find them, particularly not in one-on-one situations. Grabbing the southern field using against the Panzergrenadier here. Counter almost being wiped out by the mortar. Close one there. Bungry and the English pushing them back. Going to the counters there. No light machine to get a rifle in it again. So what is he planning here? Is it a half track? 2-2-2. More Panzergrenadiers. Meanwhile in Acehiro's base, we're not seeing any call-ins. We're also crucially not seeing any tank either. Gunners and engineers. Mortar repositioning once more. Half 8 Tibetans you want. Guess you're going to use it to grab some points here for now. Northern point being used to the Pioneer. And we get a 2-2 there for IKustirik and the 7th Panzer Division. No, cancel it for a half check. Oh my. Guess we're looking at units from the 1st Battalion. Getting the southern point here with the Panzergrenadier. Panzergrenadiers are contrasting out there. No guardsmen yet. In fact, he's moving straight ahead in terms of taking a rush out the T-70 versus IKustirik. That's definitely going to catch him a bit off guard. As he does not have a Pack 40 ready, though of course it does mean he's going to have more pressure versus the infantry now, so if he can leverage his cards correctly, it could make things a tiny bit tough there for the T-70 return, but not by a lot really. Still ground points here, excellent. Half track ready here, the Mittlerer Schützenpanzerwagen, also known as the Hanno Mag by the Allies, as was made by the Hanno Mag Company. T-70 there for Acehiro, as expected. Mortar at it. Gunners can also reinforce. So again, provides him with a bit of a tactical edge there if used correctly. We'll have to see if he actually keeps alive. Since in general we don't see half tracks a lot, we do see them a lot of players tend to be not the best at using them, unfortunately. In the south, Indians moving forwards, Panzers moving out there, definitely want to move back to the half track reinforce. Contra they're falling back. T-70 almost around the corner. IKustirik will definitely need the Panzerabwehrkanone 40, or he could theoretically go for Panzerschrecks and the Panzergrenadiers as a response, though I feel like that'd be kind of a waste of the Panzergrenadiers. I'll introduce Fortress into the half-track and the Panzergrenadier there, and of course now Acehiro knows there's a half-track on the field. North, the conscript points are being snapped at by the Grenadiers. Up north, Pioneers may want to get moving, or are released out of there. T-70 arriving, Panzer push back Engineers. One kill in the half-track so far. The Mittlerer Schützenpanzerwagen. T-70 rushing in there. Panzerbarber gaining veterans 1. Getting access to their combined arms bonus, but they're getting bombarded there by the T-70 light tank. Reinforcing though, but again need to be careful with the T-70. One mistake, and we get Jaeger Infantry. I mean, that's not bad. The Jaeger Command Squad, of course, add something, but right now he definitely needs the Pack 40 versus this. Yeah, he could, of course, also then call him the Jaeger Command Squad later. He could also add ambush camouflage to troops, which wouldn't be bad either, honestly. Pretty good upgrade to have to your troops, even your Panzergrenadiers in particular, since now the Panzergrenadiers are the only one of the units that actually retain their 50% accuracy bonus when they pop out of cover, so wouldn't be a bad idea to get them upgraded with that at all. Guardsmen out their face here, immediately adding the DP light machine upgrade, very good, thumbs up. And of course using the half-track to reinforce his troops, meaning he doesn't have to treat them as often. That's an excellent addition, they're popping into the half-track, allows them to mechanize, but also crucially they can heal one in it, so in this case, you can quickly move the half-track or the Panzergrenadiers to another point swiftly and safely. Relatively safely, anyways. Pack 40 there on for IKustirik. Being in to reinforce the mortar, the Granatenwerfer. Light machines up for the Grenadiers. No sign of upgrades for the other troops. And something got done there, but I'm not entirely sure what. Mortifying the conscripts again. Not having a lot of luck with that mortar so far. I mean, it's doing some damage, but not really landing those kills as of yet here for IKustirik, which is definitely a bit unfortunate, but lucky for Acehiro that that mortar is not quite landing the hits that I imagine IKustirik would like to. Pack 40 getting the T70, got from Engineers. Good hit from the pack there. Grenadiers sprinting in there, trying to panther fast and finish it off, but a bit too slow there for Coh2. Unfortunately, in the centre, we got Panthers. They've been forced by the half. Taking careful mortar firing down there. Shot landed too far up north. Grenadiers advancing as well here. Yeah, need to pull back towards the half track for now, I think. As they're getting wiped up fast and being forced here. Unfortunately for him, all's worth noting. I think he's merging with the guard squad. No, he isn't. Need to pull back the half track and the Panther going to deal here a bit. The lag of a heavy machine is making it slightly tougher for Coh2, but for the most part he is managing it, but he probably would be a lot happier if his mortar was a slightly better shot. Or the mortar crew specifically, if the mortar lacks any sentience. Is he attacking ground there? I think he is. Or something like that, because the mortar's definitely firing at the wrong target by far. There, go grenade off there, Panther quickly dodging out of the way, half rushing in there, veterans 1 again, 2 kills. North East Grenadiers with the counter, they're pushing them back. T-Sun missing repairs here. And Coh2, thanks to the half-tech's got a bit of field presence here, rushing northwards immediately to assist there. Could lay down some mines on the way, by the way. Or on the way. Grenadiers, they could do a bit of healing from their field first kit, so they could build a medic bunker. You could also, in turn, just pop them to the half-tech, since again, it provides healing to passengers. Mines here from Coh2, thumbs up, Detalamine, and we get assist 3 division feeling up for Acehiro. Probably worried about armor, but probably also just want something more aggressive to stop that half-track just in case. Mortar could move a bit further forwards, I think, here for Coh2. Maybe set around here so you can cover more of the centre, but also the north, obviously a bit more exposed in some ways, but as long as he keeps other units close by, I don't think it's going to be too big of an issue, and I think he would rather want the mortar as much potential to like hurt Acehiro's forces. We'll have to see what Acehiro does in terms of his mortars, if it goes for any. A mortar, though, would be a good addition, obviously. 2 kills in the half-tech, half-8 to eventually 2 by the way. There you go, about to lose it, bit unfortunate here. Should have screened it a bit better. And again, could have laid down some mines before it got blown up. But definitely a mistake. They should like kept something there to spot ahead, for at least kept it in a slightly safer distance from the front line. In the south, we got another push from Acehiro, catching Coh2 on the southern flank here. Mortar got veterans who won, in fact, is close to 82, so it definitely did some damage, but it's still yet to really kill anything besides that one guy, who apparently was really unlucky. Roughing it, landing a decent hit there. Guardsman there could theoretically be in trouble with a bit of bad luck, but again, so far Acehiro's luck here versus Coh2 seems to be fairly solid. Coh2 meanwhile is taking up the racing hit there, thumbs up, very good. Gonna try and leverage whatever advantage you got against his Soviet opponent, which I think is a very wise idea. Reinforcing. Pioneer's also good to go. That said, we're not really seeing a lot of the commander itself. I mean, no ambush camouflage, no Jaeger command squad. Nothing so far. Will the mortar finally do its job? And we kind of go. Eventually 2 again, comes to the quick falling back, taking quite a bit of damage there from the mortar round. But still not landing those kills. That is impressively weird. Meanwhile, Acehiro himself is also taking up. There's going to be some time for getting tanks out here, but still having it ready ahead of time is an excellent idea. Plus, it allows him to, quickly just begin upgrading his conscripts with the mobilized reserves ability, which is probably why he's doing. I mean, in that sense, there's incentive for him. Whereas again, for Coh2, you could argue there's not much of an incentive for him to get it up before, like, he just needs to get the tank horse. There's still the timing issues, but there's no additional benefit, like, again, like, an extra upgrade. So that is certainly something worth keeping in mind there. Gun is moving ahead here, halfway to the east level. Feel like the mortar again could be a bit further ahead here for Coh2, like it's a bit too removed. I understand it doesn't want to like risk it too much either, but if it's just back there collecting dust, it doesn't really do a lot anyway, so it's a bit of a balancing act there for Coh2 and the Germans. Pack 40 gets great into the T-7 even 2. We need some trouble with the Grenadiers. We got fun around the car pond here. Panzer Grenadier arriving here. 7 kills, 8 kills actually. Taking some amount of losses. Need to get that Pommel Cop and get out of Panther 4, I think. Schnell. I think that'd be the wisest idea here for Coh2 on North. Grenadiers being bombarded by the Sis-3 field gun, though the shots go a bit off mark. Some of the field being claimed, center being claimed by the Guardsman. Mortar with down to 2 men. If Cav doesn't lose the veterancy, it would be a complete waste here for IKustirik and Deutschland. Guards being played out. Canadian squad there, wiped out the Guardsmen. IKustirik definitely got that Panther 4 fast, but also should strongly consider replacing it with the Jaeger Command Squad or another Panzer Grenadier Squad. Had he gone for the Encirclement, of course, he could have replaced them with Stormtroopers, which I think would also been pretty good. Bunker up there for IKustirik. Yeah, definitely should get the Pommel Cop and then push with those Panzers. I mean, this is definitely giving Acehiro more time to catch up in terms of like the tank race, meaning the impact of IKustirik's Panther 4 will be significantly lessened. So the faster you get out that Panther 4, the better. Mortar at it still. Need to use the barrage ability more, obviously. There you go. Remembers that it exists. Decent hit there, though nothing huge in terms of damage due to the heavy cover of the sandbag position. There we go, sandbags at least destroyed. Mortar very close to the ace level there. Gunny's putting forces well to assist. Again, no ambush camouflage. Very close to that Panther 4 though. In the south here, Panther was the Guardsman though. Without further support here, the Panther is in trouble. They're already low on health. There's no sandbags. And with no support, they're definitely just outgunned by the Guardsman at that range. Panther 4 there on the way for IKustirik. There you go here, Mortar at it still. Teeson rolling ahead here. Just definitely want to bombard that a bit though, the Mortar. Closing on that ace level, Panzer is reinforcing and healing soon as well there. Panther 4 halfway done. We got 449 to 340. He's advancing the Guardsmen there, 2 squads versus 1. That's it. They are Guardsmen with double DP, so they definitely still pack quite a punch in versus 2 Grenadier squads. T-70's arrival, of course, changes things quite a bit here, but then the Guardsmen are still forced to retreat. They're still significantly in trouble. Panzer Grenadier there, good to go more or less. Panther 4's right around the corner as well for IKustirik and Deutschland. Packlands great in T-70. We got the Panther 4 there for IKustirik. Up north there, Pioneer grabbing points here. Also very good. Engineer squad close being wiped out here by IKustirik and gets the wipe, leaving Acehiro with just 1 engineer squad now. Of course, quick to replace it. Very sensible. Also close to the T-3045. That definitely requires some heavier firepower from IKustirik. Maybe some Stugs. And just more Panzer 4s, I suppose, in a pinch. Frontovic's being cut here by IKustirik's Panzer Grenadier. We got Mark targeting the Panther 4 racing straight for the center. Hit a mine as well. Close being knocked out with the field gun. Definitely not a great first entrance there for the Panther 4, to be honest. Contra charging an anti-tank grenade from the Panther 4. Field gun moving in there. No machine gun. Mortar is a bit busy up north there. Field gun narrowly misses the Panther 4. Panzer advancing up north close to the eastland. There you go. Acehiro hit the 18-min mark. He's going for the T-3485 here versus IKustirik and the 7th Panzer Division. Second wave of infantry following up here on the initial advance in the center there. Grenadier squad absolutely just outgunned and outnumbered. IKustirik makes a wise decision. There you go. Mortar finally lands another kill here for Deutschland. He's really had some bad luck despite a lot of early barrages. That said, he has kind of like, shall I say, trailed off on barraging after a certain amount of time there, so part of it is I think it's also just been himself not doing as much as he could have. He's only going for the Panther 4. What is he thinking? I think obviously he's thinking to do it, which with the Panther 4 still on health may not be impossible, but if it fails, I mean, that's going to be great there for IKustirik. It just means the Panther T-7 is out of it. He's repairing it while it's in the fight just to make sure. We actually got the Jaeger command squad in there. Go T-7 is down there. Acehiro definitely overestimated the situation here versus the Germans, and it did cost them the T-70, but he does on the other hand have the T-3485 on the field now, so less of a problem here for IKustirik. Counter straight for the Grenadier squad here. Troops tank from the north, the Grenadiers and the Jaeger command squad. Also need to get that Pack 40 back in German action here. Guardsmen being absolutely shredded in the middle of the road. Their corpses littering the dirt. And there you go. Jaeger command squad confronted by the T-35 there. Friedrich drops dead. Mortar keeps raining down from above. We got the Panthers on the retreat path here. Gonna be get a wipe here in the guard squad there. Excellent flank here by IKustirik. And gets it. A definite blow there to Acehiro and the Red Army. Lost the T-70 and the guard squad in a short amount of time. We do get another guard squad here for Acehiro. Thumbs up. Very good and very necessary. Mortar, though, probably should retreat for some reinforcements and healing. Panther's almost good to go for IKustirik. He could actually go for a Stug now, but he's more likely going to go for another Panther 4, which honestly is also pretty great. Pack hit goes through the T-45's armor. Another Panther 4 there for IKustirik, and the second Panzer, or the 7th Panzer to be shown up north. He got these with the conscripts. Come to the base with sandbags in the center. Comes up north, busy trying not to get murdered here by the Germans. Troops reinforcing healing. Mortar there finally getting reinforced here for IKustirik. Pan's going to advance in the country there up north here. Engineers right here on the face of the Grenadiers. Panther 4 almost done here for IKustirik. Pack shoots, whiffs. Pan's getting Molotov. Pani's going to the guards from there. Panther 4 almost done here. There we go, get Baldeladnung. Comes there. Oh, tried to get into retreat, and the X team almost did it, and still gets the wipe there. Ah, another wipe on Acehiro. These Panzer Grenadiers are practically Knights Cross holders. They have now responsible for 2 Soviet squads being wiped. They better hope they don't get caught taking prisoners by the Soviets, because I don't think they're going to have a very nice time of it. Mentally, any German getting taken prisoners by the Soviets is not going to have a nice time of it, but those guys in particular. Northern point being seized there. Panther 4 getting the guardsmen. With 2 Panther 4s out there, IKustirik does have a significant Panther 4s out here. Just wish he'd make use of a bit of ambush camouflage. But at least he's making use of sprint here and there. That's good. 24 kills. Mortar there with still 2 kills. Again, could do a bit more action with Mortar. And there you go, Mark targeting the Panther 4. He can soon go for another T-45, which I imagine is what Acehiro wants here. 307 numbers to 330. Northern points being ceased. T-35 is the Grenadiers. Pack shoots. Good hit on the T-35. Shot bouncing. There's engineers. Cost being hammered there, murdered out, rifle made off. Field gun caught by the Grenadiers and their light machine gun. Panther rolling hit straight into the T-35 there though. We got the Panther 4 more or less good to go for IKustirik. Back at base, nothing further happening here. Keep careful with this Panther 4. The field and crew is also in a lot of trouble. They also need to get out of safety. I'm honestly surprised I haven't seen, like, well, another T-35, but also, like, say, not more guardsmen at this point, or a heavy mortar. There you go. We do get the other T-35 now here for Acehiro. That's going to be a crucial moment here if we can survive for that long. Meanwhile, IKustirik and the German army keeps applying pressure to Acehiro and the Red Army, the 8th Guards Mechanized Corps. T-5 going for the Panther, good shot there, straight for the front armor. Pack forward lands a great hit as well there. Panther when they're pushing forwards, there we go. Combined arms bonus again makes them harder to hit, and of course makes them move faster. It's an excellent combo there. And the conscripts send packing here in the face of Deutschland. T-35 there, number 2 halfway done. Need to fix up that Panther 4. Considering going for Stug, he would also go for an Ostwind, honestly. That could also be pretty good here versus Acehiro and all of his infantry. Plus, could help to deal with Mark vehicle again. Panther 4 racing forward. He's actually going to poke into the base. He'd like to take out the T-35 possibly now. Field gun bombarding that Panzer Grenadier. Almost got the T-35, but there you go. Second one arrives here, and the other one's pulling away there. He doesn't get it. It's a slim of help. It's going to cost him the Panther 4 instead. He did not see the one coming here. IKustirik. It's about to lose his Panther 4 without the kill, and the Panther's about to get wiped out as well here. There we go. Got the Panther 4 kill. This is a huge one for Acehiro. The door has been swung open once more. You can get those Panthers out of the way as well. That'd be huge. But there you go. He now risks extending into the Pack 40. No target weak point, by the way, here by IKustirik. I think that's a mistake there. Could have now pops it, but it might be too late. No. Ah, no, the shot's been loaded up. Panther's going for it. And the T-55's out there. I can find now the target weak point. Had he gotten it off, that would aim to make up for the loss of the Panther 4, I think. But now the T-55 is safe. But that's it. Acehiro's got barely any in the map right now versus IKustirik. You could go for another Panther 4 there, or a Stug versus multiple T-55s that I would recommend Stugs. Which we'll see what he does. Huntsman there continue to reinforce and replace the losses. As face it, I think he's like trying to swing through the south. Even right now in the north is like where IKustirik's effort is and all his focus is. So like swinging through the south, they could catch IKustirik, I think, significantly off guard. So I think the push for there would be the ideal attack direction there for Acehiro. We'll of course have to see if he commits to that or not. But we just are starting to see troops being dispatched southwards here. So I think he is realizing the north point is where the going is going to be the toughest, and which point, you know, going where it's going to be not so tough is the wiser idea. Meanwhile, IKustirik here is going for tier 4 with just one Panther on the field. There's the 2 T-35s. He's obviously hoping he can just stall into the heavier stuff now, and theoretically can, but the way this is timed, though, it gives Acehiro more time to, like, no pressure IKustirik, and could definitely mean, you know, IKustirik can't punish this as well. And for that matter, Acehiro can then punish IKustirik quite well, so bit of a risky move here, but IKustirik honestly, I think just lost a Panther 4 there. Like, had he still had the second Panther 4, I'd say go ahead, but with just one Panther 4 now versus 2 T-35s, there's a definite risk here for IKustirik. There's a definite risk. That said, again, he's got a lot of wipes in. Again, he does have those Ace Panzer Grenadiers, which are, as you might have noticed, quite good. They do take a bit while to get there, but once they get going, the Panzer Grenadiers really can do some serious work on Soviet infantry, or Allied infantry in general. Come to the caught out in the open of the Grenadiers. Mortar firing down death there. Need to remember to use the barrage more, and also should remember to try and use the smoke barrage as well at times here. Definitely feel like that's an OSAT there, particularly with the field gun and smoke screen at the right place could be quite disruptive face here up. But yeah, heavy Panzer Corps that can be built now, and I'm guessing a Panther then. Finally, Acehiro commits to some more Guards infantry. Very good, thumbs up. Panzer for close way 2, but got that T-55 there. Pioneer creeping up the centre, Panzer needs flying through as well. Mortar busy at as usual. Mine spotted. Got a course checking for mine space here. Thumbs up to that. Bit of quiet here between the two sides, honestly. More pioneers for IKustirik. Obviously, A, speed up repairs, but also keep the other pioneers on the front line. And of course, just built the heavy Panzer Corps while doing so. More pioneers now definitely makes sense. Mortar firing down there. Still 2 kills. Still think you should use the barrage ability. So again, that's kind of like what Veteran 3 does now, just makes the barrage much more accurate. Panzer moving forward comes in trouble then with no real heavy cover. They're easy targets for Acehiro's forces. Keep moving in. Heavy Panzer Corps needs to get built Schnell here for IKustirik, because he does has the resources to go for that Panther, which I imagine he wants to go for those 2 T-45s. He could theoretically go for a Panzer for Sturm Panzer, but don't be good. There you go. Mortar finally lands another kill and takes out the guards from leaving the rest of the squad rather depleted and depressed. Using the T-35. Panther getting the engineers up north. And there you go, heavy Panzer Corps up, can go for the Panther now as well, the Panzerkampfwagen 5. North Panther getting the knee shot fired, whiffed a bit in the south here. Jaeger come out going for Southern Pump, we got the Guard Squad dug in here, with the DP light machine guns, could make this a difficult approach here. Rifle grenade there, smoke grenade I think would also, actually I think a smoke grenade would have been the wiser choice, since that way you could just use it close to the Guards without taking fire, whereas the Guards can just dodge the rifle grenade, so tactically I think he made the wrong choice there. Need something out that heavy Panzer Corps soon, IKustirik. Schnell, schnell. And still some ambush camouflage I think would be a good idea for him. Also, his Mortar starting to actually get some kills. It's up to 5 kills now. And there you go. Panther on the way for IKustirik and the 7th Panzer Division. Yeah, Command's going to take losses again from the Guardsmen. Again, should have popped smoke and then closed in. Now being surrounded here by multiple guns. Grenade up. Also got the T-55. Good chance getting wiped here. And No, apparently survives. That is absurdly lucky. The Kustirik Panther moving in there a bit late, and there you go, exposing the reach, not just the guards, but the T-45. Panther is halfway down, but there's a good chance of losing the T-45. Oh, thought he was there actually. That's pretty handy, but still no target weak point here. He's trying to blitz, he's trying to pull off a maneuver here, but sadly not fast enough. And Acehiro's T-45 then knocks out Kustirik's Panther, falling with no tanks, none. Once against the Panther, it's going to be one Panther versus two T-45s, which is going to be a bit tough there for Kustirik's Panther to pull off. So we've got 347 to 134. Kustirik does have a nice victory point lead over Acehiro, at least for now. But it is shrinking in the face of Acehiro's tactics. Katyusha there on the way for him, and there you go, Panther, the Panzerkampfwagen 5. Ausführung A, Model A, which was the second model of Panther. The first model was the Model D, and that's the final model, the Model G. Overall difference including stuff like, you know, I think engine improvements and whatnot, particularly the early models had significant engine issues, amongst other things, and also improvements to the armor. For example, they remove the driver's port there on the front there on the Model G, and they'd also improve the glazes there, or the mantle there, and the Panther's armor there, so it wouldn't deflect shots into the top of the tank. Basically, overall improving the strength of the frontal armor of the Panther there by removing weak spots. So a little fun fact there. Mortar down the conscript, getting some damage in there. 7 kills now, very good. Jaeger command squad, and there we go. Ace Panzer was the guardsman. We got a grenade off in advance. The Panzer was there, they quickly dodge it, very good. Oh, kind of walk into it, but still. 34 kills. The guardsmen are definitely being torn to shreds here by Kustirik and the 7th. Conscript in the center. Up north here, we've got the grenades being mauled by the T-45. 4 kills, top 852. People hanging about there. Grabbing the southern field point there back for Deutschland. Panther going for the T-45 up north, engaging with its high velocity 75mm gun. So we've got Conscript with the Grenadiers there. 40 kills on those Grenadiers, definitely quite impressive kill tally as well. Gunpowder hammer the Mortar. 8 kills. Katyusha firing at it. We got 1 kill so far. Pack 40 there being disabled. The guards need to get the Panzers up. They could sprint in there actually. They're also on top of a telemine, so if they risk like a good mortar shot, they could actually kill them. Close actually, very close. Had the mortar been a bit faster, hit the telemine at the same time, boom. Guards will could up. There you go. Panthers almost finished them off there. Close call for Acehiro. Once more, North Point being seized. Panther in reserve here. Labs going to try for another one, or what he's planning here versus Acehiro. Panther lands a good shot there with his gun, punching clean through the T-35's armor. South heading for the southern fuel point, victory point there, but Acehiro is heading for the southern fuel instead. More mortar fire there. 10 kills in the Ganadenwerfer. Finally starting to pick up some of those kills that kind of missed out during most of the match. In the south here, Panzerguns are overwhelmed by the T-35, actually 9 kills. North they got fine between the Engineers and the Pioneers. The Engineers, despite the veterans, are a bit of a disadvantage due to the Minesweeper. 11 kills in the Ganadenwerfer. Wunderbar. Starting to look like Kustirik could be planning either Sturmpanzer or another Panther here versus Acehiro. And we get an anti-tank strafe here against the T-45. I think the timing there makes it too easy for Acehiro to dodge, so probably wouldn't bother with it. Straight into the field gun there, anti-tank grenade missed. Goes off there, doesn't do much damage to the Panther either. So we get guards on the front from the mortar. We got an Ostwind now for Kustirik. Yeah, I don't think that's the correct choice here by Kustirik. Like, I feel like the time for the Ostwind is a bit off. Like, you should either go for Stug or more Panthers, like something to more seriously threaten the T-35. I think what his infantry force here, particularly the Ace Panther Grenadiers now, I think he can handle the infantry fairly well. The issue is, like, he needs to, like, you know, really scare off those tanks, and I think one Panther is just not going to cut. Like, he should have gone for another Panther while he actually, I think, had the opportunity for it. Well, shall I say, fairly easily. At which point, I think Ace would have been in a lot of trouble with 2 T-35s in the field gun versus 2 Panthers. Instead, he goes for the Ostwind here. Like, had the situation looked different, for example, Ace would, you know, was using a command with a lot more air support, like active air support. Ostwind, I think, been a great choice, but I think with multiple T-35s out in the field and just one Panther, I think you should have gone for another Panther. Or Stooks. I mean, Stooks would be the more cost-efficient choice, obviously. But either of those two, or even a Panzer IV. But I definitely feel like the Austrian tier is not optimal. I can understand it, though. I mean, it gets pretty good versus infantry. But I feel like for this force composition, it is less of a pressing need. That's just me anyways. Pan falling back a bit. No pin machine into that one as well. More Mortar there you go. Lands another great hit there. 13 kills in the Grenadier Alpha. We got 230. There's only 34. Heading southwards to the Pioneer. The Panzer was ready to assist, but they are heading centrewards as well. T-Fed moving forward. The gun is in the fire. You get the pack forward around to that, and the Austrian is just doing nothing. I'm starting to feel like it might have been miscleared there by IKustirik, or he just changed his mind. I don't know which of the two it is, but it definitely feels a bit telling he's doing nothing with the Austrian back in his base for like several minutes now after he got it. Pan's going forwards against the Engineers. 39 kills on them. Throwing on his Engineers, or Pioneers Engineers. Panther holding back there, not really doing much either. And there you go, Flak Panther into the gun to get the Coh2 firing off as well here with a nice big barrage. Let's go need to shoot before they get wiped, but actually might get wiped because they're shooting right for the barrage zone. Grenadiers pack there being hammered. Osmond also in trouble with the T-Fed pack 40 crew wiped out. Osmond narrowly escapes. Panthers finally in traction, but it's definitely been used too passively here, I think, with IKustirik as well. Getting a wipe here on his opponent in the south. The Panthers eliminate another engineer squad there. 43 kills. I mean, that's 3 vibes from those Panzer Grenadiers. I mean, they have easily earned themselves in and then some. Really highlighting just how good a single Panzer squad can be. And also makes you think you should have gone for one more, don't you? But for now, he's being pressured here by Acehiro more and more. Again, just one Panther on top losing his pack 40 leaves him significantly undergunned. He was the 2 T-55s, and like if his opponent goes for more of them. Nice smoke grenade, by the way. There, good move there. Thumbs up to IKustirik. And the T-55 slaughters the 8 command squad, blasting them limb from limb. And the pack could still get wiped out. Panther moving forwards for Deutschland. Just reinforcing healing. Grenadier there with 15 kills. It's really starting to catch up now, honestly. They still need to use the barrage ability more. There we go. Again, eventually Fleet's barrage becomes very good. Can really hit something if you actually barrage the right spot, obviously. In this case, he's not. So what would IKustirik go for now? Will he try for another Panther now? Will he go for Stoops? I don't know. As Acehiro going for more T-55s, or even some tank destroyers could be pretty good, even the Asian 6 good. There you go, Guards Corp, the Osprey and the double Grenadiers here. Flak Panther heavily damaged. Half ATs with Guards with the double Grenadiers at ace level there. 43 kills and 50. Got the ace Panther, oh, it's got his wing in there. Jaeger Command's got runs really close to the ace level. Coh2's getting ready to barrage once more. Grenadiers and Panthers being hammered there. Almost wipes one of the ace Panzer Grenadier squads there. That would have been quite painful there for IKustirik versus Acehiro. Grenades off on both sides. Got the ace Panthers rushing south using the sprint ability. Thumbs up. He's actually using that ability, which is nice to see, but no ambush camouflage. Panther going for the T-55 pack. Polly joins in. The south there we got the counter was the ace Panthers got the Gabada line there. They just retreat. They don't even like wait to find out and like they're actually throwing a grenade. Just, you know, use tissue. They are not messing about, that's for sure. My God, Jürgen, they already ran. I was just about to blow my nose. Well said, and throws a grenade, but you know, not first thing. So what would IKustirik go for next? Again, I'm guessing the Panther at this point. Match is holding it a bit off. We got 207, 123. Running up for push here, Mortar firing down. Close hit there, close but not quite. Flak Panther getting the Guardsman there, and he's joining in the front as well. Contact out from the south, need to go with the Flak Panther. Surprised we didn't see an anti-tank. Oh, actually, there was an anti-tank grenade, but apparently it either was too early or something went wrong there. Which is great for IKustirik. Mortar on the Grenadiers, Mortar firing down there. Closely in the Maximus, not quite. Panther getting the T-35, Pack 40 joining in the front here. But the Pack crew is already more than the Pack. Won't be able to survive this. It's already heavily damaged. He's failed to repair it. Panther gaining veterans run the center, is being suppressed here. Flag Panther need to get moving again. Yeah, Command's going to move here. Panther's going to actually launch a flank for the south here. Flank the Maximum that way. I think that could be a pretty good idea here for IKustirik. Panther there. Veterans who won. There you go. Panther Grenadiers on the move. Field gun holding back there as well. Feels like it's pretty close here. Like one good push for IKustirik could break Acehiro, and particularly just for, like, you know, where to have like had some additional armor up for the Panther to support it. Maxim being routed here as the flank appears. T for the father being repaired. Owen holding back here for Acehiro. Panther advancing. Getting pretty aggressive there. This guy's put down 97. St. Glenn is with the Guardsman. Mortar joining in up north. Need to be careful doesn't dive in the Panther too far. That could quickly cost him the Panther and the game then, possibly. Like Acehiro, though, really should consider some more attacks, obviously, but also think broader attacks. And this is also the spot where you think would have benefited a lot from a Mortar just to lay on smoke and sports attack there. Katusha barrage off here, heading the Pack in the Mortar area there. We got still 15 kills there. Pioneers getting the knees, T-5 opening up here. We got heavy barrage here from light infantry shoots there, clearing out a lot of Acehiro's infantry, forcing them to retreat here. We got the flamethrower Pioneers wiped out, Panther moving in for it, Pack destroyed, great killer for Acehiro. He is close, IKustirik is closing in on the Panther though. We're going to just go for the Stup now, which honestly might be the best choice here. Panthers almost got the T-5 there. Can even like race in and take out the Katusha possibly. Almost got it here. Close of 82 here for IKustirik. And Deutschland 207 versus 70. Katusha's getting out of there. Panther may have got Blitzkrieg just to make sure he can dive out. There we go. Ramming speed, but it's not going to be enough. There we go. Panther knocks it out. Super close of 82. Bit of blood that takes Acehiro. He can go for another T-5. Field gun on the flank though. Grenadiers bringing to cover that. Jaeger Command's got retreating. Got Grenadiers moving forwards. Pack lands good in the T-5. Could Panther Faust it? And then clear out the field gun maybe even. No, doesn't Panther Faust it. Missed opportunity for IKustirik. He's pushing in for the Osprey. The Panther as well. Betty 2 shoots and added. Grenadier squad wipe. That T-5 is an absolute menace here. He's definitely, I think, going to regret not having Panther Faust it now. And he's not, doesn't have munition enough for it anyways. Panther main gun out. Getting absolutely demolished. Marked target here. Shots piercing through the front line of the Panther and the T-5 rushing forwards. Something went wrong there with the pathing, I think, or just misclicked. I don't know, but he's about to lose the Panther here. He doesn't even have another one. Osman got the field gun. Yeah, Panther is down. Panther is down. Got the field gun, but there's a T-5 on the loose here for Acehiro. And IKustirik's down to 1 infantry. He's going for another Panther, but that's going to take some time. And meanwhile, again, it's an ace T-5, meaning it has a high mobility and high rate of fire. It is an absolute dervish on the battlefield. Slicing through IKustirik's forces there, causing absolute chaos and mayhem. While he's still waiting for the Panther, had he just gone for Stup, this wouldn't have happened again. Had he just Panther Fausted that. That's got to be really like one moment there. IKustirik just feels absolutely miserable about it. Field gun cleared out there. IKustirik is being demolished by that one loose T-5 there, like a savage wolf in their hen house or a fox. Troops up north being absolutely mauled. Katusha fire is causing intense casualties amongst IKustirik's infantry. It's all falling apart and it's just happening in a matter of moments. He's finally got the Panther out, but now his opponent has the ace T-5 field gun with another T-5 on the way, and he also has marked target. Signs look a lot less great here for IKustirik, and it's going to be one Panther versus the ace T-5. I mean, in terms of rate of fire, the ace has ace T-5 the absolute advantage there. There's still the Guardsman to back up the T-5 there as well. Right against the Guardsman here. 203 versus 44. 47 kills in those Panzer Grenadier. Panther need repairs. And he's in dire need of some Sturmgeschütz. Meanwhile, we got the second T-5 ready. We got the T-5 need to repair. Should definitely pop this and use the engineers to speed it up. We also got light machine those engineers. Panzer's pushing forwards here. Should sprint forwards, I think. Too late now. We got the T-5 quickly obliterating half the squad. Not great there for IKustirik. Not great. Panther being fixed up. Mortar going at it. 16 kills. Ace level. Shot fighting the guardsman. Jaeger command squad advancing. Troops reinforcing healing. Could do with a rifle grenade there. Nice hit on the guardsman. 18 kills. Not half bad. I definitely followed partly by some bad luck there. You got 183 to 44. And his units inside the base are being slaughtered. It's an absolute massacre at this point. IKustirik is just bleeding. And he's here doing the bleeding quite aggressively, like a medieval doctor. So I think IKustirik's chances of winning this are quite limited. Like, the Panther just can't muster the firepower to really threaten those T-Fed farms at this point. Which is really continuing to be the main issue of the Panther. He just doesn't have enough firepower for its cost. So yeah. Definitely fell apart for IKustirik, and I think the issue part was just he went for that Oscar when he should have gone for another Panther when he actually had the opportunity. And now the rest is just a complete slaughter here. Still, I would say a pretty exciting fight. He was a really good play on both sides, but in the end there, IKustirik just made that crucial mistake that just, like, you know, missed timing, but also that's not then going for Stooks at least to help compensate for the loss of firepower, but not going for that second Panther. Well, not loss of firepower, but, you know, make up for not having more stuff to fight against Acehiro's tanks there. But an exciting fight. He was some great stuff. They also wish he'd kept the half tank a bit better alive, but overall, pretty good stuff. IKustirik, a very interesting strategy there with a lot of nice elements there. So I hope you enjoyed this match. Hope you learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment. And again, do consider donating or pledging on the Patreon. Will help me out a ton. So this is Imperial Links. Cheers. Thank you for watching. See you tomorrow again for another episode. Bye.